I'm about to tell you a story that starts with bottles on a table and ends with 1,000 chessboards under the sun. This is Marottichal, a small village in Kerala, India. Tropical hills, tea shops, and once upon a time a heavy fog of alcoholism and gambling. Fights at dusk, lost wages, families drifting. People needed an escape, just not the one they had. Enter a tea shop owner named Unnikrishnan. A quiet man with a kettle in one hand and a wild idea in the other. He didn't raise his voice, he raised a board. Unnikrishnan introduced chess to anyone who'd sit, sip, and listen. Try this, he'd say, sliding pawns and patience across a formica table. He called it a healthy addiction, one move at a time. At first it was just a few curious eyes, then a few more. Bottles got nudged aside for black and white squares. Dice went quiet, thinking got loud. In Marottichal, you started hearing new sounds, knights clicking to outposts, queens breathing down files, soft cheers for endgames that felt like small miracles. The tea shop turned into a classroom. Kids learned to castle before they learned to cuss. Elders who used to stumble home now stayed late to debate gambits. Husbands and wives sat across each other, not as opponents, but as partners in patience. Chess didn't just fill time, it fixed it. It stretched minutes into meaning. It rebuilt rituals. Morning tea, midday puzzles, evening matches under a buzzing tube light. And something wild happened. Strategy replaced chance. People who once trusted luck began trusting plans. The village rehearsed the habit of thinking ahead, on a board, and then in life. Unnikrishnan kept pouring tea and teaching moves, and the board culture spilled into the streets, schoolyards, bus stops, verandas. You could track the transformation by the footprints around a table and the laughter after a blunder. Families reconnected, paychecks lasted longer, hangovers gave way to homework help. The village didn't get richer in cash, it got richer in attention. In 2016, Marottichal did something audacious. Over 1,000 people gathered to play chess together. Picture it, rows and rows of boards, sunlight flashing off plastic kings, a murmur of moves weaving through the air like a hymn. A record? Maybe. A message? Definitely. The message said, we can trade vice for victory. We can swap a bottle for a bishop, a bet for a plan, a spiral for a strategy. And that trade didn't require force. It required a host, a cup of tea, a chair pulled out for a neighbor, a first game that ended in checkmate, and a second game that began with respect. If you visit today, you'll see it. A kid beating an uncle, an aunt showing a fork on F7, a shopkeeper shaking hands before the clock starts. It's ordinary. It's miraculous. Not every village has a tea shop like Unnikrishnan's, but every village has a table. Every street has a place for a board. Every community has a chance to choose a better addiction. So here's the invitation. Try one move. Trade the quick fix for a quiet plan. Show up, sit down, and think your way into tomorrow. Because Marottichal didn't just quit something. It learned to begin. And all it took was a board, a lesson, and a little bit of time served hot. Check your move.